Hey everyone, John Semenkowitz with Beer Law Center. I've got a few little topics I wanted to touch base with you on today, give you some insight into some recent law changes. And again, recent being this summer here in 2024. Some small but important details that have changed if you're an alcohol seller, right? So for example, if you're a mixed beverage permittee, you could sell and selling mixed beverages at your location. Previously, you had a designated ABC store you had to buy all of your spirits from. Well, now they just allowed you to buy from any ABC store that's operated by your local board. So as long as you're within the county or the operating zone of your local board, you can buy from any ABC store, which is really helpful because not all ABC stores are created equally. Some have better inventory, some get maybe a larger allotment of some specialty liquors. Now you can shop around. You can also, maybe one's out of the product you need and you can call a different one, and rather than have to wait for it to be delivered from the warehouse to your previous ABC store, now, oh, this other ABC store has it, I can run over now and get it and have it before we open this afternoon. So that's a cool little feature and hopefully makes things a little bit easier on operations. Second thing I wanted to talk about, again, if you're an alcohol seller, for years and years and years and years now, we relied on the beer distributors to come in and clean draft lines. You know, you'd have your Budweiser distributor or your Miller distributor, they'd see you every few weeks and go, hey, it's about time to clean your draft lines again. Is that okay? Yep, go ahead, you do that, take care of it. Well, no more. They used to provide that service for free. Now the law has changed and they are prohibited from doing that service for you unless you as the retailer pay fair market value for those services. So that means two things. One, your level of service may change a little bit, but two, and this is the more important one, it's now on you as the retailer to make sure you've got clean lines. You know, if you're a high quality beverage establishment, there's no quicker way to turn away customers than to have dirty draft lines. Right? And if you're not sampling and making sure those things are clean, it's going to hurt your reputation and it's going to hurt the brewery's reputation that provided that product. So it's going to be a new level of activity because now y'all are going to have to do it or pay somebody to do it. So unfortunately, it's costing y'all a little bit more money too. But that's a recent change, and they went from being able to do that to no longer being allowed to do it. So big changes there. Second thing I wanted to talk about, and this we're seeing an awful lot because of the consolidation in the industry, right? So again, if you're an alcohol seller or manufacturer for that matter, and you sell your business, right? You change owners, there's been a 60-day, what we'll call grace period. You know, from the time the sale closes, you know, I'm buying somebody's brewery or I'm buying somebody's bar, I'm gonna buy it on November 1st. Well, as long as I tell the ABC, then starting on November 1st, I take over and I can still run. I don't have to shut down while I get my own ABC permit. I can still run on the old owner's ABC permit. Now that change actually happened a couple of years ago, but what we figured out is there were some real questions about that. And this law, the law that came out again in July, really clarified some of those. One is that you have to submit your new application for your new permit within that 60 days. Doesn't say it has to be granted by then, but you have to submit it by the end of that 60 days. The second one is that, okay, so I'm operating the place, the old owner isn't here anymore. He moved to, went to the Bahamas, he bought a small Caribbean island, he went to somewhere without an extradition treaty, I don't know. But they're not here anymore. What happens if there's an ABC violation? Well, the ABC and the legislature clarified, no. If you're operating it, it goes against your permit, not the old one. So now if I'm an owner and I sell it to somebody else, I don't have to worry that I'm gonna get an ABC violation while somebody else is operating on my permit. Once they take it over and inform ABC that they're on my permit and gonna get their own, now it's on them. If they screw up under my permit, they're gonna get the heat, not me. So it got, that clarified things quite a bit and helps me, or helps sellers, I should say, be in a much more comfortable spot about, okay, when I step away, what's gonna happen to my liability? So I wanted to touch base on those few things. Those don't fit into one big topic, but a couple of real significant changes to the law that I wanted to make sure we got out there to talk to you all about. So we'll be doing these from time to time, hopefully more frequently coming up. So stay tuned, watch for us next time, and we'll talk to you soon. Cheers.